What's up, guys? Welcome back. Okay. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Fida, back at it again with another video. I do want to apologize because I know it's been a couple of months since I filmed, edited, and uploaded my last video, but I'm back and better with a brand new camera, brand new hair. This whole channel started because I wanted to document my life, and so the purpose of this video is to basically tell you guys how my 2020 went. I do talk a lot, so I'll try my best not to bore you guys, I guess you can say. I'll try my best to just keep it short and simple, straight to the point. It's just when I look back, I'd be like, oh, okay, this is what you did in 2020. Okay, I see you. Okay, or this is what you were thinking in 2020. So let's get started. January 1st, 2020, I was in New York. Your girl was living it up. I was like, ooh, what a start to the year. I visited the Bethels. I met up with some friends. I went to all these cool places. So it was pretty good. So I thought 2020 was gonna be a good year. After New York, I flew back home, went back to work. Then February came around, and you know what? I remember my friend Marissa, she got her hair did for the first time. She got twists. I remember my friend Nael, she graduated from her nursing school. Props to you, as I know the challenges, I know how hard it is just to go through the program. Then I flew to Canada because, you know, my cousin was getting married, so we were having a wedding shower for her. Little did we know this would be the last time we would party it up together. So yeah, so flew to Canada. The wedding shower was amazing. Everybody looked great. My cousin Brenda, she looked super beautiful, and everybody had a good time. Little did we know that she actually would not have a actual wedding reception, but at least we got to have this wedding shower. I forgot to mention, back in January, we heard of coronavirus or COVID-19, and everybody in America was like, you know, COVID-19, coronavirus, this will be over soon. February came, this will be over soon. March, okay, went back to work, and let me tell you, in March, just a few weeks before spring break, all the teachers are tired, all the kids are tired and misbehaving. So we were all just ready for spring break to come around, but then we got a report saying school district was going to close down all of the schools in Florida, I want to say, because the state was about to go into quarantine. It was Friday, March 13, 2020. That day, all the teachers, when we got the report, we all started like dancing, like hallelujah. Not because of coronavirus, because again, we didn't really know what it was about, but we was like, yes, a whole week off from school. Then after that, we have spring break for another week where we don't have to worry about these kids anymore, you know, just to enjoy ourselves. Little did we know what quarantine was about. We got an email from the superintendent saying, you know what, guys, because of the increased numbers with COVID-19, we are going to switch virtually. Virtually? Like, what is that? We're very fortunate because we live in a district that was able to give every child, okay, wait, first of all, we live in a district that was able to give every household one computer for the students to use. Yes, so if your household that had like 3 kids or 3 students, they would only give you one, and the kids would have to share. Unfortunately, that's how the district started. So we started virtually in March, and honestly, it was terrible, guys. Nobody knew what they were doing. The teachers didn't know what we were doing, so we took what they gave us and we rolled with it. That's the thing about being a teacher. Whatever they give you, you take it, you try your best. That's it. April came around. April was the memorial, the first time we would have the memorial via Zoom. It was interesting because, again, I thought by April this thing, coronavirus, would have been over, but yet nope, the virus just kept increasing. The number of people dying kept increasing. We haven't been to the Kingdom Hall since March, I want to say. So when April came around for the memorial, it was like, yep, we're gonna do this online. Another thing that happened in April, the DJ Dewey Mix and DJ Drizzy Dre started this like Plizzy Sunday, Plizzy Tuesday, where they would come on Instagram and they would drop all the compa. And if you know your girl, you know I love compa. They would play some new music, they would play some old music, and it was just a nice 2 hours of just enjoying ourselves with the DJs. May came around, still not knowing what this new normal is, what life is all about. But with May, for the first time, shout out to Evelina, young sister in my congregation, she graduated. We couldn't really have a actual graduation party for her, so we did a drive-by graduation party for her, and it was really neat. Then my friend Anya from Moldova, Anya and Maxime, they got married. That was the first ever Zoom wedding I've ever been to. And then my cousin Brenda and Dom, they got married, and oh my goodness, 2 weddings in one day. So I had Anya's wedding in the morning, and then I had my cousin's wedding in the afternoon, and she looks so pretty, guys. Both of their ceremonies were really nice. So that was May. June came around, last day of school. Everybody was just over school. We were over it. In my head, when I first started 2020, I had planned to go back to Europe. I was hoping maybe I can go back to Ukraine, you know, practice my Russian a little bit more, or go back to the city that I love, London, or just Australia and taking it from there. But I don't have any concrete plans for the summer, but I wanted to go somewhere. Unfortunately, I did nothing in June. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, because shout out to my girl Gachina. She invited me to go paddle boarding, which was a really cool experience, even though I can't really swim and I was a little bit scared, but it was something cool and nice to try out. And I organized this really cool picnic for some of my close friends. It turned out really nice, just, you know, talking, getting our feelings out. Then July came around, did nothing with my life. I went to the beach by myself. I went to the park by myself. I went for walks. I know that sounds like I'm sorry. I enjoy doing things by myself, and I actually don't have a problem with it. So that's why, you know, quarantine and being by myself, I was okay. Also in July, I shot my first YouTube video. Woo, 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 woo. In July, I had 2 followers. As of right now, I have 24 followers. So shout out to you guys. Oh, I love y'all. You guys are the real MVP. Thank you for subscribing. I don't expect to be like a big YouTuber or like a big influencer or anything like that, but it's just nice to know that people like to watch me, or they like to listen to me talk, even though I just say nonsense things. But you know what, it's okay. You gotta have fun with yourself, you gotta enjoy it. So then August came around. Shout out to Jennifer and Jude for getting married. What else? School was about to start, but before school started, a couple of friends like, hey guys, you know, we are still kind of quarantined, so how about we get tested for COVID, and if we test negative, why don't we go to Tennessee and be quarantined up in the mountains? We'll have that beautiful scenery, be in a different town, have the hot tub all to ourselves up in the mountains. So we took a trip, we drove to Tennessee, took us like 16 hours. I vlogged that, so if you go back to my channel, you can find that video if you want to watch your girl. But yeah, so we went to Tennessee. Then we flew back home. Spirit, it was my first time flying on Spirit, and I now understand why people always criticize Spirit. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wouldn't be my first choice of airline to fly with. So that was our trip to Tennessee, and then school started, and we started virtually. I taught virtually for about 2 to 3 weeks, I want to say. The kids would see my plant background and everything. It was a challenge. I had brand new 6th graders. I had no idea who they were, what they were capable of, or anything. It was a challenge because it was a brand new year. So things I experienced was like the kids would not turn on their cameras, and I honestly couldn't force them. That was part of my syllabus, that they needed to have their cameras turned on. And guys, I was stressed. The kids were stressed. I was just like, I don't want to do this, because it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't worth it. It's just, this kind of stress that we were feeling, we just weren't used to it. And of course, COVID-19 is brand new to all of us, but it just was a very stressful experience. So then 3 weeks in, the district was like, you know what, we're gonna have the teachers come back in person, and we're going to send out a survey for kids who want to come to school physically. Then they would be allowed the option, or if they want to continue to stay home, they would also have that option. So around like last week of September, all of us went back to the classroom. I set it up. I joined TikTok also, because I was like, I'm gonna become a TikTok teacher. And you know what, that would be like although I don't necessarily care about blowing up on YouTube, I would love to blow up on TikTok and be one of these TikTok teachers where I get a lot of views. That's the one thing I care about. But you know, the app is like a little bit racist, I was told. But anyways, that's a different conversation. And I got to meet some of the students where I'm like, so that's how you look like, okay? Or, oh wow, the camera, you look completely different on camera than you do in person. And the kids told me the same thing. And I'm like, maybe because the camera makes you look better than you are in person. But anyways, that's how it was. November came around, I went to Lion Country Safari. Shout out to Hannah, because I've lived in Florida almost all my life and I've never been to Lion Country Safari. So it was a nice experience. We were all social distancing, of course. We were all in our individual cars, and we just did this tour of seeing all the different animals. And it was really cool. I gotta give it up to them. I would love to go back to it because it was such a cool trip. Another thing that happened in October was Christina's and Fred's drive-by wedding shower. It was the first time I've ever did a drive-by wedding shower, and it was pretty cool. They actually had you like interacting with the couple while you were in your car. So props to them for coming up with that idea. Then December came around, finally, a month that we all been waiting for. December. Whew, what happened in December? Well, Christina and Fred, they had a beautiful wedding. Christina looked gorgeous. The venue was gorgeous. I was in class and I had to like broadcast their wedding to my students. I'm like, hey guys, I want you guys to work on assignments, but on the flat screen, on the flat panel, I'm going to display this wedding because my friend is getting married today, but unfortunately I have to be at work. So we're all gonna watch the wedding together. And the kids, they were okay with it. So that was a pretty cool experience to have the kids watch the wedding with me. I haven't seen my friend Lindsay in a long time. I had lunch with her. Previously, I also had lunch with Marjorie, graduated from her nursing program. And then I had lunch with Nael and Diana. So it was nice getting together with these girls. And I ended the year with Santia, Farah, Marissa, Rochelle, Dasha, Evelina, their family. And it was just nice to finally be around people before the year ended. And that, my friend, was my 2020. Thing I learned about 2020 is that you just have to appreciate the things in life. The friends, my family, my congregation, Jehovah's organization, even more, guys. I appreciate the big things. I appreciate the little things. I just appreciate it all. Not that I wasn't appreciating it before, but it's just that it helped me to see things from a different perspective. And 2021 coming around, or 2021 starting, it's not that our problems are going to stop, but at least we'll be able to deal with them better. The fact that we already experienced a whole bunch of issues, a whole bunch of problems in 2020, so hopefully by 2021 we can take those problems and we can improve them even more. I hope that 2021 allows me to move. That will be for another video, so stay tuned. So yes, so I really hope 2021, the year of appreciation. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming to my channel. Okay, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, I appreciate you very, very much. So thank you. Mwah. So like and subscribe, and it's your girl Fida. Bye.